Good morning, everybody. It's cold outside. I think it was -9, something like that. -9. When last time I looked, really cold, and the wind chills like negative. I don't remember. I should have double looked before I started my video. Anyway, I just wanted to say, it's cold. Everybody's cold. Pray for the heat. Pray for spring to get here. But we just need to just live our lives and thank God for being alive. Today I'm going to continue in my book, and the part I'm going to read is Clearing Emotional Patterns. And after clearing emotional patterns, I'm going to say what to expect is the next part. So, clearing emotional patterns, continuing on from yesterday. If you have any questions so far on anything I've said throughout the book that I've read, please comment in the comments so I can help figure out the answers. Because I want to know the answers too, because you might have a question that I can learn from. Let's see. Emotional patterns are held in cellular memory and affect us physically, mentally, and emotionally. Changing behavior patterns require 1. Understanding the emotional pattern. This involves seeing how the same emotion presents itself in different situations and how it affects your life. It allows you to see why you are experiencing the problems in your life. And once the pattern is understood or the issue is defined, the message or a better way of handling the situation appears. 2. Recognizing the problem before you find yourself in the middle of it. So, like little triggers or something you might have, something that sets you off, and you recognize that, oh, I feel like anger is getting ready to come on. You triggered my hot spot or whatever. And so when something happens, you can, ahead of time something's happening, and you can get your oil out and take care of it. Let's see. By understanding the cause of the problem, situations can be dealt with in a better way. In essence, the lesson has been learned. Number 3, being willing and ready to change. Until the ramifications of effects of a behavior are understood or experienced, there is no need, requirement, or motivation to change. This fact is why situations get worse or deteriorated to an unbelievable level before a person is able to see the pattern and his or her role in it. Change requires a shifting of direction, which takes an effort and a focused energy. And 4, changing the emotional energy pattern. An automatic behavior or response is a fixed energy pattern. To effectively make a change, the energy needs to be cleared out of all parts of the body, physical, mental, and emotional. Learning the lesson affects the spiritual body. Understanding the pattern addresses the mental body. The associated alarm points assess to physical body, and feelings relate to the emotional body. I'm going to reread that because it's a little bit confusing in my brain. So just in case it might be to you, the second time might help both of us. Changing the emotional energy pattern. An automatic behavior or response is a fixed energy pattern. To effectively make the change, the energy needs to be cleared out of all parts of the body, the physical, the mental, and the emotional. Learning the lessons affects the spiritual body. Understanding the pattern addresses the mental body. And associated alarm points assess the physical body, and feelings related to the emotional body. Okay, maybe we'll learn this as we do it. Now, clearing patterns. Clearing a deep pattern requires bringing the lesson to conscious awareness and fully understanding it, essentially learning the lesson. Clearing the emotional pattern from the body requires feeling the emotional and releases it from the body in the body's cellular memory. Emotions stored in the glands and organs can be assessed through the acupuncture alarm points. I'm kind of scared of needles. I don't know if I could do acupuncture, but you never know until you try, right? I don't know if I want to. I'm just being honest. In the limbic system, accesses through smell. Essential oils hold vibrational frequencies that can shift patterns. Using them on the acupuncture alarm points sends the frequency directly to the specific organ, and smelling the oils releases the pattern from the limbic system of the brain, thus providing direct access to the body's cellular memory. Releasing emotional patterns requires 1. Identifying the pattern that is linked to the emotion. 2. Understanding the pattern, the opposite side of the emotion. And 3. Learning the lesson by discovering the way out of the situation. 4. Clearing and reprogramming the pattern in the body's cellular memory, changing DNA. And 5. Releasing the pattern of your memory held in the limbic system in the brain. And what to expect. I told you I was going to talk about what to expect, so here's what to expect. Clearing emotional patterns with essential oils is very gentle. Changes are often subtle because the body is able to release the programming in the same way it came in, one step at a time. This is a lesson of the repetition. The length and time is immaterial. You can move it on at your own pace, whether you take 7 weeks or 7 months to clear a core issue is up to you. Learning how to shift from a negative to a positive emotion makes a change permanent. You will find yourself responding to situations rather than reacting. There is often a sense of inner peace, deep relaxation, or an opening, allowing your body to breathe. You will notice more flexibility, which is evidence by the way you're handling the situations. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Emotions, memories, and being aware surface when you are able to handle them. The clearing process starts with a painful emotion like rejection and moves you into the positive state, while the statement, I accept all that I am, can bring up all the yes but responses to the internal dialogue committee. The end result in the state of acceptance. As you continue to the repetition process, you eventually erase the old cellular response pattern and replace it with a new one of acceptance. Our challenge is to express love regardless of what our life presents. The game of survival with your greatest fears as the stage. Fear is the cause of emotional patterns, also known as psychological issues, which reflect the lessons each of us has to learn. While we all are having our emotional patterns, some of them are more of a challenge than others. Some patterns are universal, while others are more common to certain people than others. There is a common denominator among groups of people that are reflected in their body shape. Hence, the stereotype of fat people big jolly and being jolly and skinny people being more serious. Body shape is determined by the gland, organ, or system of the body that is the most dominant. This dominant gland controls not only your body shape, but basic personality traits. I didn't know that. Cool. Emotional patterns are stored in the body with major life changes not collaborating. Emotional patterns are stored in the body with major life challenges correlating with each person's dominant gland that determines his or her body type. How to determine body type and the main issues associated with each type are found in the points and connections. The following typical experience shows the effect clearing emotional patterns has on one's life. Well, tomorrow we'll go into the following typical experience, which on here it's typical experiences. The first one is anger. We've already been talking about it, so that's might as well continue with anger. So that'll be the first one we talk about, and then we'll talk a little bit on relationships and chronic illnesses, and maybe we'll get done with that tomorrow. Anyway, if you like this, and it's helping me a lot just reading it, so I know not exactly, I'm learning how I can help myself. And I have people in my mind that I'm thinking to help them too. But if I can learn it myself, then I can go to them and help them, because that's what I want to do. I want to help people. And essential oils is going to help me to do that. So smash the like button if you like this. Write down any questions you might have so I can do some learning along with you to get those questions answered. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.